dolls. Today I recreated the makeup that Rooney Mara is wearing on one of the covers of the November issue of W magazine. This is part of a collection of photos that were featuring like popular Hollywood actresses of today in the makeup of yesteryear. This video is a collaboration with 3 other YouTubers and my personal friends, and they are Angie of Goldie Starling, Heather of Sukulum79, and Dawn of Makeup by Siren. Now she's actually new. She just started her channel, so definitely go check her out and subscribe. Subscribe to everybody. They're all fabulous, darling. I love them all. They're absolutely divine. If you'd like to see the original photos, I will have a link in the description box down below so that you can go and check them out and then see our work against them. I'm also going to show you them here. This is Keira Knightley. This is the look that Angie is doing. This is the look that Dawn's doing. And this is the look that Heather's doing. So for my portion of this collaboration, I recreated the look that is on Rooney Mara. This one right here. Her features are quite different from mine, so we don't really look alike, but you get the idea. I'm gonna have links to the other girls' channels in the description box down below, and then also right here we have Sukulum79, Goldie Starling, and Makeup by Siren. These are not only fantastic makeup artists, but they are also my friends. This was an absolute pleasure doing business with you, darling. I'm gonna go ahead and start out this makeup look with the Tarte Clean Slate 12-Hour Perfecting Primer. This primer is really great because it helps to keep shine at bay. I keep losing the cat, but anyway, put that on my face. Usually put that in place where I tend to get really shiny. Forehead, cheeks, nose, chin. For my foundation today, I'm going to use a combination of Skin Base from Illamasqua in white and Skin Base by Illamasqua in 3.5. I'm just mixing them on the back of my hand. And then what I like to do is dot the product on where I need the coverage the most. And then I'll blend it out to the areas that don't need it quite nearly as much. And then I'll leave a little reserve of whatever's left on my hand in case I end up needing to use more. Then I'm going to take a beauty blender. I'm sort of new to this, so forgive me if my technique with this isn't, you know, a maze. So I just start pouncing that out. Ooh, I really like it. I've never used these 2 products together. I've used the beauty blender with other foundations, and I've used this foundation before, but wow, I really like these 2 together. This is a good combination. I like to sort of roll it around like this. I just feel like it blends really nicely that way. The next thing I'm going to do is conceal my skin, and I'm going to use the MAC Pro Longwear Concealer in NW15. I'm going to use a flat brush to pick up the product and apply it to my face where I'm in desperate need, actually, let's be honest. And I'm just going to use that pouncing motion to blend it out with the beauty blender, whom I'm becoming best friends with. My sweet dear husband actually got this for me for Christmas. It's been in my Amazon save for later for a really long time. And every time we place an order, he's like, don't you want to get that? And I'm like, no, I don't really need it, I don't think. I just kind of want it. And so he surprised me with it in my stocking this year. So how sweet is that guy? I'm a fan. I think I'll keep him. Now that I have my skin tone all evened out, I'm going to actually contour today with a concealer that's obviously much darker than I am. This is NC45, and I'm going to mix that in with the concealer that I had left over. Grabbing a little Q-tip, gonna mix those little 2 guys together. Alright, and I'm going to use this to contour, and what I'm going to do is sort of follow my own natural contour, but I'm really going to exaggerate it. I'm going to come in with my beauty blender. Now I'm going to go in with a gray toned eyeshadow. This is Emote from MAC. This is long since like a limited edition blush from a really long time ago. But like Ben Nye's Contour Wand or anything like that would work really well. You can even use eyeshadow if you can find the right shade. And I'm just going to contour like there is no tomorrow. By adding that warm toned concealer first, it's gonna stop this from looking too gray on my skin. I find that because I'm so fair, a very gray toned contour shade can sometimes look kind of dirty. Next, I'm gonna take Emote right here in my socket line inside my eye, like the nose to eye socket line. I'm just gonna keep bringing that down. I'm looking at my reference photo when I look down, y'all, in case y'all wondering. I'm also gonna do a little work around my nostrils because either my nose is shaped completely different than hers, which I mean it is, but I also think that they did some contouring around her nose. This is like the Contour Express rode through. And then to blend out my nose, I'm gonna use a small brush. To set the lighter spots on my face, I'm using a flat brush and the Cover FX E0 powder, which I don't think they sell anymore, but it's a foundation powder in a very light shade. The reference photo, she's heavily made up and her foundation is almost a little cakey looking, so I guess I'm basically trying to recreate that. So now what I'm going to do is go in with some darker browns and a gray and sort of mix them back and forth and continue on defining that socket line, but start pulling it in a little tighter around the eye. Instead of blending it so much up onto the brow bone, I'm now sort of bringing it onto the lid a bit. Going in with the gray shadow just in the outer corner. Sort of digging it into my crease line. I'm going to grab a little bit of this neutral fleshy shade and just use that to clean up my brow area. So in my reference photo, she appears to have bleached out brows, so I'm just going to take my concealer brush, the brush that I had my concealer on, and just lightly go over my own natural brows, since my brows are sort of like a light ash brown. Just gives a very subtle difference without having to do too much. I don't know, I said that weird. Sorry. And there does appear to be a bit of glossy shadow on her lids, so I'm going to use Unreal from my La Roque Unzipped palette. Tap off the extra, and I'm just going to be placing that in the lower lid. I'm also going to place a bit of that color right there in the inner corner. I'm also going to take a small shadow brush and apply this color to my bottom lash line. And then lastly, in terms of shadow, I'm going to take that contour shade one more time and place it under, kind of like if I were to squint, place it under that. Which has this very like tired, but like luxuriously tired look. She doesn't appear to have any liner on, just lots of mascara, so we're gonna go ahead and do that now. And then a fair amount of mascara on the bottom as well. So for the lip color, I mixed up a custom shade using a few of the OCC lip tars. I used this one, which is NSFW, also known as Not Safe for Work, and this one right here, the blue, which is called RX. I also used a MAC lipstick. They call them Lip Mix. I like this because it has a little bit of a thicker texture and it kind of makes the lip tar behave a little bit better when you mix the two together. So now that I have a lip color on, I'm going to go in with a foundation powder and this angled brush from Sonia Kashuk. Just ensuring that all my lines are very crisp. So the last little bit of this look is to do a fringe. I sort of just pulled up the top part of my hair and clipped it up. I also took some photos where I didn't show the colored hair because she just has black hair and I was trying to be faithful to the photograph. And then I did the bangs because she actually has bangs showing. Of course hers aren't spiky, hers are cut straight across, but you just can't help what you've got to work with. And then I put the hat on and I think it looks kind of cool and sort of punk rock. Like the spiky fringe. What do you guys think? Should I cut my bangs again? I don't know. I don't think I'm really gonna do it. If you'd like to see the different incarnations of this look in photographs with bangs, without bangs, all that nice neat junk, I will have a link in the description box down below to my blog where I will also have a full list of products. Cool, cool. Make sure to check out the other 3 girls in this collaboration. We'll go ahead and have their links right in this general area as an annotation, as well as in the description box down below. They are all fantastic artists, they're my friends, and this is just a joy to do this collaboration with them. And also it's also really cool because, I mean, this was just, oh, I love this makeup. Do I look like her? Not even, kind of. Okay, so anyway, I hope you're having a fantastic day, and remember to be vintage or tacky. Just be yourself.